folks, my name is Christy Urbano and I'm a librarian at the Public Library of Brookline, and I'm super excited to be bringing you all this month's ideaSPACE Craft Along program. We'll be making a set of 4 concrete coasters this month. If you haven't heard about the ideaSPACE's new Craft Along program, it's something we're really excited to be offering. Our librarians have put together more than 400 of these Craft Along kits that you can pick up at any library location every 4 weeks through contactless pickup. So you can find more information about that on our website. They are made available with generous funding from our Brookline Library Foundation, as well as the Institute of Museum and Library Services, which is administered through the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners. So we're so thankful for them for helping us offer this new program to you all. If you didn't get a kit, that's still okay. You can still craft with us. We have a list of materials in the description as well as on our website, so you can gather everything up and follow along. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for the first step for this project, we're going to be mixing and pouring our concrete. So you're going to need your silicone mold, 1 of your plastic measuring cups and stirrers, and your bag of concrete. You might also want to grab a 1/4 or 1/2 cup measure from your kitchen if you have it, but it's not necessary. There are measuring marks on the sides of these plastic cups. So we're gonna put in about 1/2 cup of concrete mix into this measuring cup. That's a little bit more than you really need, but it's better to mix a little more than a little too little. And if you're using this cup to measure, that's about 4 ounces of concrete mix. Next, you're going to add a little bit of water to your concrete mix. And this is just kind of a trial and error type of situation. So if you want to make a little bit of a bowl out of your concrete mix and pour your water a couple tablespoons at a time in here, and just try to make sure you can get to all the concrete mix down at the bottom of your cup and start mixing that together. And in the end, we want it to resemble the consistency of kind of a thick pancake mix. Pretty happy with the consistency, then you can pour into your mold, and you don't have to go, this is a fairly thick circle mold. You're welcome to go all the way to the top, but you don't need to, and it'll dry a little faster if you don't. So anywhere between 1/2 to 2/3 is going to be plenty thick for a coaster. You could even mark it with a Sharpie so that they're consistent between your coasters. And I'm just going to spread it out until I don't have any of these bigger chunks that are showing on the top. I want a nice smooth surface and to get rid of any bubbles. And I might give it a little shake as well to help it settle in. And if you do have a few bubbles, that's also fine, because this is actually going to be the bottom of your coaster. So the top side will be really nice and smooth from being right up against the silicone. So don't worry too much about this being perfect if it does come out a little rough. And we're going to let this sit and dry for at least a few hours. I recommend just leaving it overnight, because then you aren't tempted to finick with it while it's drying. And then when you're ready, you'll be able to pop it right out of the mold and get started on the next step. So leave, go for a walk, go to bed, and then come back in a bit. And we're going to repeat this step 4 times until you have 4 coasters. So you can either do 1, paint it, or do all 4 of these and then go to the next step. Okay, so once you've let your coaster dry, maybe for a few hours, maybe overnight, until it's pretty firm, then you can just peel it and pop it right out of this mold. It should come out nice and easily. And it might have, if it has any little bit of moisture left over, you can leave it dry a little bit longer before you paint it, now that it's not being held up against the silicone. But for the next step, you're just going to grab your felt stickers, and you can put 4 of those on the bottom of your coaster to keep the concrete from scratching the surface of whatever you're putting it on. And then you can flip it over and paint. So we've included 5 different colors of acrylic paint, and we've also included 1 pot of Modge Podge. We put it on the end so you would know the difference if you ended up with some white paint, because there are different colors and different kits, and a paintbrush. So here's one I did earlier. And I just used some masking tape to create those lines. And I used a few different colors and layered them. And you can do whatever decorations you want, but when you're done, you'll grab your paintbrush and just apply a thin coat of Modge Podge all over the surface of your coaster. And that's just to protect it from the moisture that you're gonna get on it. And the concrete itself will be fine with the moisture. It's just to keep the paint from peeling. And again, we've included enough concrete in your kit to make 4 of these coasters and enough of the felt stickers and everything, so you can make a full set. We would love to see whatever designs you come up with for your coasters, and you can send those to us via our Facebook page, and we would love to share them with other folks. We've had so much fun crafting along with you today. I hope you have a good time with your project, and a good day. Thank you all so much for crafting with us today. We would love to see what you made with your kit, so please feel free to share your project with us on social media using the hashtag MakeYourOwnStory. We're also so thankful to our sponsors for helping us make this project possible. The ideaSPACE program is funded in part by the Brookline Library Foundation, as well as federal funds from the Institute of Museum and Library Services, which is administered by the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners. If you enjoyed participating today, or if you have ideas for making this program better, please let us and our sponsors know by filling out the survey that's linked in the description. It's only 3 questions long, and it really helps us improve our services and show our partners what kind of programs they might want to fund in the future. If you didn't get a kit this month, or you would like to craft along with us again, our next reservations will open up on Eventbrite at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. From all of us here at the library, we miss you so much and wish you very happy making. Bye.